for somebody. I drive to Falmouth this evening with one I've gone, which is my friend. If you look in the fridge right now, there are fish that he take there. The day before yesterday, he go to the sea and shoot his fish for a living. And this is what happened to him.
How long have you known this person?
I know him from I'm here 2006 until today. I never know him in a mix-up.
What kind of person was he?
He was a quiet and a comfortable person. He shoot his fish and come and sell it. And this is what happened.
What's the name of your friend that died?
We call him Simple. I don't know him personal name. His father named Piggy and his brother named Hattableed. We call him, you know, Breadback. Because he love bread, we call him Breadback. Yeah. I'm here to tell you the truth, if this is Jamaica, we don't want to stay.
You sound traumatized.
I swear to God, right now. Right now I'm out. My wife have a bullet in her hip. Nothing.
So the ongoing violence in the Kingston Central Police Division has raised significant concerns. The level of gun violence has contributed to fear in the community, and the deaths of a number of members, relatives, and affiliates of the two gangs that have been feuding in that space since last year. There are two main criminal gangs there, and these are supported by affiliate gangs from the surrounding communities. These gang members are unconcerned about the vulnerable, whether it is a pregnant woman, a child, or the elderly, as they further their own selfish goals. We saw this play out last year, where for the period January 1 to December 31st, i.e. the entire year, the Kingston Central Police Division recorded 79 murders. It's an increase of 55% when compared to the corresponding period of 2020, and the second highest percentage increase among all police divisions. This is an average of about 3 murders every 2 weeks. There was a brief respite from this over that period in November when we implemented another enhanced security measure in that space. The Parade Gardens community, which is really the focus of the Zone of Special Operations, recorded 16 of these murders and is ranked among the top 10 communities with the highest murders across the country. A number of these killings have been perpetrated by and on persons who grew up together and have subsequently chosen a life of violence where they resolve conflicts by murder. Families are disrupted, children are deprived of their childhood as they are recruited into the gangs or forced to take on parenting responsibilities for their siblings when their parents are murdered. When I go into Parade Gardens community, like so many other communities, the majority of the citizens only desire to live, better themselves, and raise their families in peace. However, there are those criminals that continue to prey on the people. They create fear by their presence. They create fear by their ownership of illegal firearms, and they create fear because of their disregard for life. These gangsters don't need to have their weapon on them to create fear in a community, and therefore every measure that we take needs to separate those people who create that kind of fear and diminish the quality of life in a community from that community. As such, and in consultation with the Acting Chief of Defence Staff, we requested that a zone of special operations be declared in the Parade Gardens community. This enhanced security measure is a reflection of the police's priority to work with other stakeholders to counter the significant and debilitating impact that violent crime continues to have on the residents in the communities. At the same time, we'll continue our relentless pursuit of those who will seek to intimidate even while we are there in the space. Over the last week, we have named persons of interest and those wanted for serious crimes and asked that persons with knowledge of their whereabouts come forward and share this information. We will conduct our duties with the highest level of respect for human rights of all citizens and others who may find themselves in this space or in Jamaica, as we continue to build sustained partnerships with the community. As we work to restore public safety, we ask for the patience and understanding of residents and persons doing business in or transiting the declared area. So the public can assist us by contacting Crime Stop at 311, by contacting the Kingston Central Police, and certainly by complying with the requests of security officers at checkpoints and as along the roads and routes in the community, by adhering to curfew guidelines, and by also notifying the JCF of any things that maybe our own members may have done, bring it to our attention very quickly so we can address those matters. But we will continue to do all that we must to bring this level of violence under control. That responsibility we take seriously. Despite our numerous challenges, the men and women of the JCF remain committed to showing respect for all, observing the rule of law, and remaining a force for good.
So let us see how effective this new state of emergency zone of operation is going to be, if it's going to curb the violence in central Kingston, or it's going to fail. Because these 87s, is not, or we should have said them not care about nobody. It's enough time even when the zones of operation, they up the road, they might take out man down the road. So let us see. The government has declared a zone of operation for Kingston Police Division to curb some of the ongoing violence in the parish. So guys, we're going to see if this strategy is going to work or if it's going to be a backfire, because it's really getting out of hand. The whole violence thing in Jamaica overall is getting out of hand. See me, I pass go work this morning. When I check it out, I say traffic in front of me. So me I say, what so much traffic and so much crowd are doing in front of me. When I look, a dead body in a rare cobra water underneath the bridge. So it's no stop to the mayhem. It's really and truly not a good look for the country. But we are going to work hard at it. We are going to come together and we are going to put hand in hand, because we have to put a stop to the whole violence in the country. It can't continue like this into 2022. Start the year, but we know what the year for end. Just the same. So we are going to put in some help. We are going to work with who to work with and ensure that the thing go. So leave in a comment down below. Bless up.